Hi, a very good day to all who able to attend today's meeting. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ao Jing Yi, Chairman of UMD Student Council. Today, we're gonna discuss about some issue, but before we start, everyone please introduce yourself first. Maybe we can start with Shui.
Yes. Hi, my name is Lo Shui. You can call me Shui. I am the secretary in this project, and my duties are to propose and clarify idea or motions. And my duty is to record meeting and note down all the points into the report.
Hi everyone, my name is Fu Wenyu. I'm one of the committee in this student council and I work out in any operations in this council.
Hi everyone, my name is Boy and I'm also one of the community members and hopefully we can get to the conclusion later. Okay, get back to chairman.
All right, thank you everyone and welcome everyone to attend today's meeting. Today we're gonna discuss about issue about hari bebas kendaraan in UMT as we have received some complaint about it. About first issue, about this issue, the first point would be insufficient parking lot as actually UMT has a very limited parking space for lecturers and students. And regarding to hari kebebasan kendaraan, the space even scarce for those who transport by their car. So regarding to insufficient parking lots, anyone have ideas to cope with these problems?
Yeah, maybe I can start first. Finding the parking space during the Hari Bebas Kendaraan. Regarding to this matter, there are many lecturers and students that complain about the insufficient parking space around the area of UNT, and this activity will burn to our staff and lecturers. I think we should add more on the area of parking space during the Hari Bebas Kendaraan. Is it okay?
I think that since we cannot enter our car inside the campus, right? So I think increasing the parking lot will be planned in like chancellor and the library areas. So by the way, initially our parking lot is quite limited and the space in the chancellor and library also limited too. So I think that instead of adding more parking space, we can try to encourage all the students or staff to have carpooling to get into the campus too. So instead, this activity is for reduce the emission of gases and the fuel combustions. So carpooling is the best way to settle down these problems and also problems like limited parking space or problems regarding environmental issue.
Regarding to the point that when you state out just now, for the carpooling, I think it is possible for students because students are staying in a hostel and students are just stay around, surround with UMT. But will it be more difficult to lecturers to carpool because lecturers they have their own house and families over maybe quite a distance. So the lecturers sure will have to park into the area of UMT. So this might be burden for them actually. How can we solve this?
Regarding to issue or I point out just now, maybe we need to have some discussion with lecturer and staff so that they can come up with ideas that how can they cope with this problems, maybe they can like meet at certain place, or those who live close to each other, they can have carpool on the Hari Kebebasan Kendaraan. But this one, I think we need to discuss with them later so that they can come up and they can have some planning on that for this to cooperate with this Hari Kebebasan Kendaraan. All right. Do we have anything to add on about the insufficient parking lot, except from adding more parking lot accessibility and having carpool?
No, I think. By the way,
Oh,
this problem is quite difficult to settle down lah, because of the campus area too.
yeah. What we can do, I think we maybe just can suggest that they open up the space at Tapakamu so that the availability of the parking lot is like get enhanced and try to reduce the problem instead of COVID. Okay, let's move to another point. The second problem is the long walking distance might be burden to some of our students and even staff or lecturer during this Hari Kebebasan Kendaraan. Regarding this, please have your opinion or ideas.
I think because most probably of student the problem is student lazy to to walk for a long distance. So I think it's because of a self-discipline. We usually take it easy to taking Grab or by taking our transport to go from the hostel to the lecture at BK. So I think maybe we can raise the awareness by having a campaign, maybe just like have a virtual walk contest. Like we can challenge ourselves. Hey, today I can walk about 1,000 steps. Then who can walk for 1,000 steps? We can maybe have a chart or have a system to show that hey, this student they can walk for so much, so much. So we can, by the way, we can like benefit for our environment, and also for us as an environment student can have the awareness to what we do for today is benefit for our environment. What do you think about this?
Okay, I think this is quite awesome ideas, as maybe we can have some ranking. So to encourage everyone to have a walk and just very it's a good kind of competitive instead of the bad one, and we can bring about some benefits of reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. Yeah, regarding this point, do we have any others ideas when you are sharing?
Like, since some of the students will think that walking takes time, so we may have other non-automotive vehicles like bicycle, and we can have like bicycle sharing system which already run in others university at others countries. So we can have like apps in our university which is like Lex Cycles applications that can be downloaded for every staff and students in UMT also. So in these apps, we can consider a QR code, which this QR code will be scanned on every bicycle, and the bicycle will be coded with the QR code with every different unique QR code on the bicycle too. So in this app, we can run as like monthly plan, and we may like some system in some system in Penang like old bike, right? We can have like 6 ringgit per day to bicycle around Penang Island. So in this campaign, since many UMT is students and staff, so we can have like money plan, and for the 200 early birds registrations, we can have redeem a 1 month trial to use these apps and try to use our bicycle around the campus area. So we may upgrade the memberships like point admissions, and we can partnership with any other business partner like T-Life or Starbucks that may attract the students to use this app instead of they try to walk or try to have carpooling also. So this is the one of the way to reduce the fuel combustion and the gas emissions too.
Yes, I strongly agree with your opinion, and this apps is very good. If UMT really have these less cycle apps, it will very benefit for student. But maybe have some of the students they do know how to cycle. So I propose that UMT can provide shuttle bus for every 30 minutes. Start from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. And the capacity of the bus maybe can have 40 students. So how about it? Is it okay?
I think all the points is really so great because as we know, UMD is a uni which is really very concerned about environment. So all the point just now that point out is just to suit with the objective of this program to reduce the emission of gas, to reduce the fuel combustion. So what about just now we talked about the like a virtual contest, the campaign. Then, like when you say the bicycle sharing system, the Let's Cycle apps, and the Shui suggest the shuttle bus, we make it into one apps, and like we encourage all the UMD students to use that apps and we can promote the apps through maybe Facebook or Instagram. Like, UMD is using these apps and promoting. Everyone can doing this, practice this, and together we can build up a more greener campus in UMD. What do you guys think about that? Then we can discuss more in details, like how these apps actually can run for the walking, then for the bicycling, and for the shuttle bus. We can do the schedule and all of that inside that apps. Then like UMD students were very proud of my uni have this kind of apps. What do you guys think?
I think it's quite good that, but then we have to employ like more people in IT to work out these apps, and also we have to update like facilities in the university also to work out like the bicycle provider and the bus stations or stops provider in the campus also. So what do you think about like the facilities in our university?
Yeah, since when we talk about the facilities, the coming point will be the issue of monsoon, that the weather is very unpredictable. So we can discuss about it, about the facilities. Yeah, do you want to like elaborate more on the facilities?
So I think that like for facilities, right? We may have like safe and rooftop corridor in our university first, because like most of the students nowadays is like working from hostel to campus or from campus to hostel, right? So a safe and rooftop corridor is important for them during like monsoon or raining time. So what we call safe corridor is like we need to upgrade our corridor now and make sure that this corridor is safe for everyone. And another problem is the rooftop problems, like some of the corridor, the lack of rooftop on it, right? So we may add on rooftop or even renovate to a better rooftop or a better material to build a better corridor. So instead of rooftop, and why we say safe, like some of the students they may end their class on 7 p.m. or they have exam on 9 p.m. So I think that it's better to apply some lights on the roadside or the lights on the corridor also to ensure the safety of the students to go back to their hostel or they go to the campus. So what do you think about it, about the facilities? Because since like after 5 p.m. right, we don't have any shuttle bus to safeguard the students back to hostel. So I think that we should firstly upgrade our facilities first, instead of doing like more facilities in the campus.
I'm totally agree with what when you point out just now, because we as GMT students, we also know when we walk through the Jalan Biawak or at the night time we have exam, right? No light for us, then so dark the environment. So I think it is very good for us to propose to have to upgrade the facilities. And just now, like we state about the shuttle bus, because during the monsoon weather, right, it's raining, so it's not comfortable or very complicated, very hard for the student to bicycle or just walk. Maybe we can have the shuttle bus at the downstairs of the hostel so that everyone can take the facilities.
I think can,
Or
but
maybe we can have more frequent, make it more frequent during the monsoon season. Like we try to apply for it. And regarding to the shuttle bus, Shay mentioned point out just now. Do you have more details about that, so that we have more point to elaborate? We have more details to provide, so that this proposal is more seems like acceptable for them, for the related department to carry out. Like about the schedule, about the bus amount of bus involved, the bus capacities.
I think we can like schedule a timetable for every 30 minutes interval, start from maybe 7:30, because most of the student class will start at 8 a.m. So maybe we can have a bus start at 7:30 like that. Yes. Then the capacity of the bus maybe can bigger a bit, so can maximum 40 people like that. And inside the UMTs we can add on some stop station. Yep. So maybe we can write an proposal to a higher department to give the same some attention. Is it okay?
Yeah, I think it's good. And since just now I mentioned that we may have apps to like to control, not control, I mean just apps that we have both three facilities that bring convenience to our communities in UMT. Regarding to that, maybe we have to apply some technical support from certain departments. And regarding to the insufficient parking lots, I think maybe we can have a virtual class, suggest about virtual class, because not every class need face-to-face and hand-on practicals like that. So maybe we can suggest that certain class, maybe they can have a virtual class instead of face-to-face class, so that we reduce the amount of students and the campus during Thursday, our Hari Kebebasan Kenderaan, so that in other way reduce the amount of car and reduce the carbon dioxide emission. Everyone agree with this point, or maybe can add on something about this point?
I think for this virtual class is very good point, because during the pandemic everyone was always also used to the online platform, right? So we can also promote about this online platform. Besides, we can save up the places for the parking lot, or just suit for this Hari Kebebasan Kenderaan. We also can provide a more greener environment, because not everyone have to come to the lecture, so we can save up some electric or something. I think it is so good that for this point.
All right. Okay. Regarding to these complaints from community from UMT, do we have anything to add on before I conclude?
No.
No.
No, for me too.
All right. For today's meeting, okay, regarding issue of Hari Kebebasan Kendaraan in University Malaysia Terengganu, we have some problem for the first insufficient parking lot, and we propose that maybe we can ask to open up the parking space at Tapak Kombo so that more parking lot is available for student and staff, even lecturer, to park on it to reduce the problems. And we try to promote the carpooling, this practice, so to reduce the amount of car and also to cope with this problem. And we just now, I got proposed something about the issue of lecture, because they may be like scattered, not like accumulate in a, not living in a area, they are scattered around Terengganu. So this might be very difficult for them to have carpool. So maybe we need to discuss with them so that they can come out with some plan or action towards this to cope with this. Maybe they can gather at some point so that they can practice carpool as student does. Okay, regarding to the second point about the long walking distance, this is mainly due to laziness, human laziness, and this might be coped by the race awareness, and maybe we can have some campaign and about the apps to like about ranking, so that we can encourage students to walk more, or like for those who prefer bicycle, we also can use that apps to have a Let's Cycle project and to reduce the carbon dioxide emission. And for those who are not willing to cycle, or maybe just not able to cycle, they can have our shuttle bus facilities. I think shuttle bus, this one we need to discuss with HEPA. We try to propose with so that they can have a managed plan, and they can provide the schedule for the bus so that the school can support us for this. And we also need to apply for technical support for the apps, maintenance, for the apps usage, everything else development. So, and regarding to the weather, we have the shuttle bus also. Yeah, that's all for today's point of discussion or of our ideas. And our secretary, Shui, please jot down, and so that we can document and pass it to the related department, so that we can apply or propose for some facilities help, or and maybe upgrade the roof so that we have a safe and covered route for students during when we are in the campus. Okay, should you please document it, so that we can pass it to the HEPA or others related department. Okay, do we have anything to add on?
No, that's all for me.
No.
All right, thank you everyone for making to attend today's meeting, and thank you for your time. Wish you have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.